99% of people will skip this. They will see these words and keep scrolling. They will tell themselves they will come back to it later. They will convince themselves that this message is not for them. But you stopped. You are still here. And that is not an accident. That is not a coincidence. That is me. I held your thumb. I slowed your scroll. I reached into your moment because I have something to say to you that cannot wait any longer. I have been watching for this moment. The moment when you would finally be still enough to hear me. The moment when the noise around you would fade just long enough for my voice to reach you. And here it is. Right now. This breath. This pause. This is the moment I have been waiting for. And I am not going to waste it. Most people who see this message will move on. They will go back to the distraction, back to the noise, back to the endless scrolling that fills the silence but never fills the soul. But not you. You stayed. And because you stayed, what I am about to pour into you in the next few minutes has the power to shift something in your life that has been stuck for far too long. So do not close this. Do not rush. Do not tell yourself you will listen properly later. Later never comes. Now is the moment. Right here, right now. Give me your full attention, because what I am about to say to you is something your heart has been desperate to hear. My child, I know why you almost kept scrolling. I know why a part of you almost convinced yourself that this was just another video. Just another message. Just another thing that was probably not meant for you. I know why you almost moved on, because you have been disappointed before. You have hoped before and been let down. You have opened your heart before and had it broken. You have believed before and watched things fall apart anyway. And so you learn to protect yourself by not stopping, by keeping moving, by staying busy enough that the longing in your heart never had a chance to surface, by scrolling past things that might make you feel too much because feeling too much has always led to hurt. I know all of that. I saw every single moment that taught you to keep your guard up, and I understand why you almost didn't stop. But something in you did stop. Something deeper than your habit. Something stronger than your defense. Something that recognized my voice even before your mind could process what was happening. That was your spirit responding to my spirit. That was the part of you that still believes, still hopes, still longs for something real, responding to the realness of my love reaching for you. And I need you to know that stopping here today was one of the most important decisions you have made in a long time. Not because of anything dramatic, not because lightning is about to strike or the sky is about to open, but because what I place inside you in this moment, the truth I speak into your heart right now, will quietly change the direction of everything if you let it. Let me tell you what I see when I look at your life right now. I see someone who has been running on empty for longer than they want to admit. I see someone who has become so good at functioning under pressure that even they have forgotten what it feels like to live without it. I see someone who has been surviving, day after day, week after week, pushing through, holding on, keeping it together on the outside while something on the inside has been slowly, quietly crying for rest. I see the tiredness that you hide behind humor, the exhaustion you mask with busyness, the sadness you swallow so it doesn't inconvenience the people around you. I see the version of you that shows up for everyone else, the one that is always available, always strong, always the person others lean on, while privately you are leaning against a wall just trying not to fall. I see how long you have been doing this, how many months, how many seasons, how many years you have been carrying weight that was never designed for one person. How many times you have whispered to yourself, just get through today, just make it to the weekend, just hold on a little longer. And you did. Every single time you held on, you made it through. You got up again. But my child, I never designed you for merely surviving. I designed you for living, for thriving, for waking up with breath in your lungs and purpose in your heart, and joy that is not dependent on circumstances. I designed you for a life that feels like more than just getting through it, and watching you settle for survival when I created you for abundance. That breaks something in me, because I know what I placed inside you and I know what you have been settling for. And they are nowhere close to the same thing. I want to talk to you about the thing you carry that no one else can see. The invisible weight, the one that is there when you wake up in the morning before you even open your eyes, the one that settles back onto your shoulders the moment you remember what day it is and what the day requires of you, the one that never fully lifts, no matter how much sleep you get or how many good days string together. That weight has a name. Some of it is grief. Grief for things you lost. Grief for versions of your life that never came to be. Grief for relationships that ended. Grief for the person you were before certain things happened to you. Grief that you never fully processed because life never slowed down long enough to let you sit with it. Some of it is fear. The low hum of anxiety that runs underneath everything. The fear of what might happen. The fear of what might not happen. The fear of making the wrong choice. The fear of what people think. The fear of not being enough. The fear of being too much. The fear that this is as good as it gets and somehow that is still not good enough. Some of it is shame. Things you did that you wish you could undo. Words you said that you cannot take back. Choices you made that cost you more than you expected. Parts of your story you have never told anyone because you were not sure anyone could hear them without thinking less of you. You carry those things like stones in your pockets, and you have been so used to their weight that you have forgotten what it feels like to walk without them. My child, I did not come here today to add to that weight. I came to lift it, all of it. The grief and the fear and the shame and the exhaustion. Every stone, every burden, every invisible thing you have been carrying. I came to take it from you, not to inspect it and judge you for it, not to remind you of it, to take it to carry it myself, because that is what I came to do, and that is what I am offering you right now. I need to tell you something about the people who skipped this message. The 99% who scrolled past. I want you to understand something about why they kept going. It was not because they didn't need to hear it. They needed it just as much as you did, maybe more. It was because the enemy knew what this message carried, and he worked overtime in those few seconds to convince them to keep moving. He whispered, "This is not for you." He whispered, "You've heard this before." He whispered, "Nothing is going to change." He whispered, "You don't have time for this." And for most of them, in that moment, the whisper was louder than the pull, and they scrolled on, but you didn't, and I want you to understand the significance of that. You were not stronger than them. You were not more spiritual. You were not more deserving. You were simply more desperate. And desperation, when it is the right kind, is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Because desperation says, I don't care how this looks. I don't care if nothing has worked before. I don't care if I've been here 100 times. I need something to change, and I am willing to stop and be still long enough to let it. That desperation is holy. That desperation is exactly the posture of heart that I respond to, not the polished prayer, not the performance of faith, the raw, honest, I have nothing left but you desperation. That is what moves heaven, and that is what you brought into this moment today, whether you realized it or not. Now let me speak directly into the situation you are in right now, the specific thing you have been praying about, the specific burden that has been heaviest, the specific area of your life where you have felt the most stuck, the most confused, the most afraid. I know what it is. You don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to find the words. I already know. I have always known. And I want you to hear me say this clearly and without any reservation. I have not forgotten about it. Not for 1 second. Not in one moment of what has felt like silence. I have been working on it in ways your natural eyes cannot see. What looks like delay from where you are standing looks like preparation from where I am standing. What looks like a closed door from your side looks like a door I closed to redirect you towards something better from my side. What looks like unanswered prayer from your perspective is actually prayer I answered with something bigger than what you asked for. Something that is still being assembled, still being aligned, still being made ready for the moment when you are ready to receive it. You have been praying for change, and I have been producing it, just not at the speed you wanted, and not in the form you expected. But change is coming. Real, tangible, undeniable change is already in motion on your behalf. The gears are turning, the pieces are moving, the answer is on its way, and it is closer than it has ever been. My child, I want to address something that the enemy has been using against you, a specific lie that has taken root in your mind and grown into something that has been limiting your ability to receive what I have for you. The lie that says you are too far gone from me, too far from the life you were supposed to have, too far from the person you were supposed to become, too far past the mistakes you made, too far behind where you should be at this point in your life. The lie says the window has closed, the ship has sailed, your moment has passed, and now all that is left is to make the best of a plan B life. I need you to hear me clearly. That is a lie. It is one of the oldest lies the enemy tells, and it is one of the most effective because it takes something true, the reality that time has passed and choices have consequences, and it twists it into something false. The idea that I cannot redeem what has been lost, but I am the God of redemption. I am the God who takes what was broken and makes it beautiful. I am the God who takes what was wasted and produces harvest from it. I am the God who takes the years the locust has eaten and restores them, not partially, fully. I am the God of the second chance and the third chance and the 400th chance. And right now in this moment, I am offering you another one. It is not too late. Your story is not over. The best chapters of your life have not been written yet. And the God who holds time in his hands is fully capable of making up for lost time in ways that will leave you breathless. Do not let the enemy steal another day of your life with the lie that your moment has passed. Your moment is now, and I am in it with you. I want to talk to you now about what is coming, because there is something I have been preparing for you that I need you to be ready to receive. And part of being ready is knowing it is coming so that when it arrives, you recognize it instead of letting it pass you by. A door is about to open. A real, significant, cannot be explained by coincidence door. An opportunity that comes from nowhere by human logic but from me by divine design. It is going to appear in your life in a way that catches you off guard. And when it does, I need you to walk through it without hesitation, without talking yourself out of it, without waiting for someone else's permission. I am giving you the green light. When you see it, walk through it. A person is coming. Someone I have specifically chosen to place in your life in this season. Someone who will carry exactly what you need. Whether that is encouragement or wisdom or opportunity or love. I am sending someone, and I need you to be open. I need the walls around your heart to be low enough for them to get close, because I cannot connect you to what I am sending if you are too closed off to let anyone in. A provision is coming. I am El Shaddai, the God of more than enough. And I am releasing provision into your life that is going to cover what you need and exceed what you asked for. The shortage is ending. The barely enough is ending. A season of overflow is beginning. And it is going to come in a way that makes it unmistakably clear that it came from me. A healing is coming in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, in your memories. I am Jehovah Rapha, and I have not stopped healing. The wound that has refused to close, I am closing it. The pain that has refused to lift, I am lifting it. The part of you that has felt broken for so long you forgot it was ever whole, I am restoring it. My child, I want to speak now into the deepest place inside you, the place you guard most carefully, the place you have shown to very few people and have been burned every time you did, the place where your truest self lives, the part of you that still dares to want things, still dares to hope, still dares to believe that life could be more than what it has been. I want to speak into that place and say something you have needed to hear for a very long time. You are not too much. You have been told, directly or indirectly, in words or in actions, by people or by circumstances, that there was something about you that was excessive, too emotional, too sensitive, too needy, too loud, too quiet, too broken, too intense, too complicated, and you believed it, and you started making yourself smaller. But I made you exactly as you are on purpose. Every part of you that the world called too much, I called intentional. The sensitivity is not weakness. It is the thing that will allow you to feel what others cannot feel, to notice what others miss, to reach people in places no one else can reach. The depth is not a burden, it is a gift. The intensity is not a problem, it is a fuel. And in my hands, every part of you that you have been ashamed of becomes exactly the thing I use to bring glory and to bring healing and to bring hope to others. You are not a mistake. You are not a rough draft. You are not a second attempt at someone better. You are the finished intention of a God who does not make mistakes. Every scar, every struggle, every part of your story that you wish you could rewrite, I am using it. I have been using it. Even the parts you think are too dark to be useful, especially those parts. Because darkness has never intimidated me, and your story has never been too broken for my purposes. Now I want to give you something to carry with you when you leave this moment. Something that will anchor you when the storm rises again. Something that will hold you when the fear comes back. Something that will remind you of this moment when the enemy tries to convince you that nothing changed. Write this on your heart. I am never without God, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, no matter how loud the silence gets or how dark the night becomes. I am never without God. He is with me right now. He was with me yesterday, he will be with me tomorrow. He has seen everything I have been through and he has not left. He has heard everything I have prayed and he has not forgotten. He has a plan for my life that is better than anything I could plan for myself. And that plan is still in motion. Carry that. Say it when the fear rises. Say it when the doubt comes. Say it when the enemy whispers that you are alone, that you are forgotten, that you are too far gone. Say it until your heart believes it more than it believes the lies. And then take one step, not 10 steps. Not a plan for the whole journey. Just one step in the direction of the life I am calling you toward. One act of faith. One moment of courage. One decision to trust me past what you can see. That is all I am asking for today. One step, because I will meet you in that step and I will carry you from there. My child, 99% of people skipped this message, but you didn't, and that means something. It means your heart is still open. It means your spirit is still reaching. It means there is still a hunger in you for something real, something true, something that goes deeper than everything the world has been offering you. That hunger is holy. It is the hunger I placed inside you, and I am the only one who can satisfy it. Not the scrolling, not the distraction, not the noise, not the approval of people, not the achievement of goals. Only me, only presence, only the deep, unshakable reality of being known and loved by the God who made you. You came here today because something drew you, because something in you recognized my voice even in the middle of all the noise. And I want you to know that I will keep calling, I will keep drawing. I will keep reaching into your moments with the same relentless, patient, unconditional love that brought you here today. You are seen, you are known, you are loved, you are covered, you are not forgotten. You are not too broken, you are not too late. You are exactly where I can reach you. And I am reaching. Go forward from this moment differently than you came into it. Go forward knowing that the God of the universe stopped everything to speak to you today. Go forward knowing that what he started in you, he will finish. Go forward knowing that the breakthrough is coming, the healing is coming, the provision is coming, and the best is still ahead. I love you. More than you will ever be able to measure, more than any human word can hold, with a love that existed before you were born and will outlast everything this world can throw at you. Now go, and don't you dare skip what I have next for you. God, your heavenly Father,